Hey guys, it's Joel Messenger here to talk to you about the tertiary weapons of the Punisher, the sniper rifle, and the 12-gauge shotgun. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to start off with the shotgun, which Frank Castle uses as a very close range weapon, as you'll see in both the Punisher series as well as previous Punisher movies. So we're going to start as before with the munition, move on to the ballistics and just kind of go, and this is going to be a lot quicker because shotguns are pretty simple. If you actually know a thing or two about guns, go ahead and skip ahead about 3 minutes. You'll get to see the testing. I get to shoot this frozen pond here with a shotgun. It's going to look kind of cool. So to start off with the munition, we have the 12-gauge shell, which is 2 3/4 or 3 inches in length, has just a load of powder, a wad, and then your actual load, which this is target load. So it's about, I'd say about 50, 100 BBs. And they're about the size of a BB gun. You can load anything you want to in this shell, starting with, like, you get double-aught buck, which has the size of like 32 ACP ball bearings. You have like slug, which fires a gigantic 1-ounce chunk of lead. You can even get into like really creative rounds, like say dragon's breath, which shoots fire out to 100 feet. You can get bolo rounds, which go and cut things in half as they have 2 balls connected by a chain. You get some really creative rounds. However, in most series you just see the Punisher going no nonsense using double-aught buck. However, for other heroes and stuff, you'll see variations of the shotguns, and even in modern police forces today, you'll see variations of the shotgun that fires, say, taser rounds, pepper spray paintballs, rock salt, things to suppress riots without killing people, because this amount of creativity in what you're shooting really allows for some non-lethality to get around it. Now, all shotguns work on the same principle. They have a tube, contains a shell, loaded in through the bottom of the side, depending on what, or the back if you have KSG, depending on what kind of shell you have. Push it forward, keep loading in more and more until you're ready. It's then operated by a pump that pulls it into the chamber. Very simplistic, very hard to mess up, and it doesn't really matter what shotgun you buy, it's going to work on pretty much the same principle. The Punisher, despite the fact using pretty rapid, successfully fired rounds, never goes to a semi-auto shotgun, always uses a 12-gauge, and in the Jon Bernthal series notably has a pistol grip stock. We don't have one of those in our personal armory, and rather than renting one, we just go with this one, this police shotgun, because it works on the exact same principle. So we're going to go ahead and test this because you know everything about the munition. I'm going to fire shots in this pond, and we're going to change angles. Alright, as you can see, we also have the backstabber for the shotgun that Jon Bernthal uses in the series. Allows for really quick, easy access to the shotgun. This is really nice for like riding 4-wheelers and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and draw down, send a couple rounds in the pond. You're going to see the whole point of the shotgun, which is spread. Alright, you get a grouping of rounds hitting the target instead of just 1 or 2. So accuracy is not really important. It can be fired from the hip. So as you can see here, it's already refrozen back over. It's really cold out here, guys, and we just got done shooting the sniper rifle scene, so you can't see the gaping hole that it left as it's already refrozen. But what you can see is the fact that it affected a large area and it really peppered it. As you can see, the multiple holes all over here, and that's really the whole idea of a shotgun, especially using a shotgun in close quarters, that it affects a large area. So if you're using it on someone, say, with like body armor or something, it will shatter a much larger area of the body armor, allowing the next shot to just slide in like butter. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the sniper rifle. Now, The Punisher uses different sniper rifles throughout different renditions. However, they are almost always a bolt rifle. Now, in the John Bernthal series, you'll see him using an L96A1. Which is a British-designed .338 Lapua rifle that really, as an American scout sniper, he wouldn't have had any formal training with, so I'm really confused as to why he uses it. This here is a rifle based off of Remington 700. Fires .308, which is, or 7.62 by 51. If you watch my AR-15 video or you know anything about guns, you know the difference between those two numbers, and you know that essentially the bullet is the same. However, so the point of this rifle is, and the difference between this rifle and the L96 is that this rifle has the scope. And on top, it's a very nice scope. Now, the thing is that the scope adjustments here adjust the actual scope rather than the gun. So the gun fires as the gun will fire, straight and true, hopefully. And then the scope is just adjusted to aim where the gun is firing, so you adjust the scope. Now, in a sniper's rifle, like say an L96, or like a Macmillan 50 cal or other bolt rifles like that, the barrel is actually what moves. The scope is static, and the adjustments here adjust the barrel to account for windage and everything like that. Now, something that we don't have access to currently on the channel is a range of more than 100 yards. So this shot I'm about to make is not a very far one. It's only 100 yards. It's going to be a very easy shot. However, the principles of using a scope on a bolt action rifle are going to be the same. Rate of fire is very, very low, as you have to work the bolt for every shot. So you must be dependent upon accuracy. You have to know your breathing, your stance. You have to be relaxed. You have to try and fire in between the heartbeats, depending upon the size of your target. The target I'm shooting is going to be about the size of a grapefruit. It's made of tank armor, so it's going to ding if I hit it. You'll know how good of a marksman I am with this, which, I don't know, I haven't shot this rifle in a while. But the principles are the same. I have to account for the drop of the round, which at this range is 0, but we'll get to check it out. We'll have a couple, we'll change the camera angle here to show you through the scope. But to show you first, I'm going to show you how the bolt works. Really simple, just like every video game ever. Pops up, pulls back, round goes in, push it forward, pull it down, aim, make sure the safety's off. And you fire. Work the next round, and you keep on going. Pretty simple. Yep. Keep rolling. I'm gonna shoot that smaller one. Alright, so from these videos and the testing, you can see that the shotgun is effective. Usage is at close range for its spread capability, its effectiveness in both shattering body armor, as well as just hitting without a whole lot of aiming and moving through buildings and stuff. The sniper rifle, although not a super accurate representation at range or in chambering from here, because we don't really have the money to rent anything. If you want to see us use a real sniper rifle and real automatic weapons and stuff like that, be sure to donate to the channel. Link in the description. But this sniper rifle here, as you can see, it's really effective at hitting small targets at a long range, which is what the Punisher uses it for, as he needs to be versatile in all ranges. And that's really with his weapons choices, from the shotgun to the handgun, the AR-15 to the sniper rifle, the K-bar to just fighting dirty and wearing a good pair of boots. The Punisher is good at being versatile in all ranges, just like the US soldier out at large. He is good at being versatile at all ranges. He's prepared for all situations, which is the entire point of his character and the entire basis of his fighting style. He may not be an expert in many things, but shooting people is kind of what he's good at. I'm Joel Messenger, and this is all I have for you today on the tertiary weapons of the Punisher. If you liked the video, be sure to click a thumbs up. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you can know when stuff comes out, like live streams of us playing Cards Against Humanity or some stupid crap like that you guys might actually want to see. I don't know. I'm not your mom. You do it. You do you. I'm Joel Messenger, and I'm out of here.